It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Nate.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we're watching episode 3 of Firefly called Bushwhacked.
Bushwhacked. That's that old movie with Daniel Stern, right?
Oh yeah. It's also, isn't that when you're going blazing a trail through the woods?
You're bushwhacking?
You're bushwhacking? Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
I think that's what that means.
Right, well that would make sense for this show then, because they're on the frontier of space.
Yes, where there are
the final frontier, I've heard it called.
specifically no bushes.
That's right. Well, there are bushes because they terraform the planets,
That's
right?
right. Yeah. Okay. So in outer space, though, there's not a whole lot of vegetation going on. Usually.
Yes.
Usually.
What do we got going into this episode of Firefly? We had our 2 pilots now. You've established and reestablished the whole dynamic here. So what do you think?
I really know the characters now.
I mean, they do a good job of really showing them to you very well in each of those episodes. So
feel invested, which is good. It's good for a 2-pilot situation that I feel invested at this point.
Yeah, this is a promising network show. We should really give it some breathing room and let it grow, right?
Yeah, right, absolutely. Maybe 5-season treatment, something like that?
Yeah, well, so we've learned some things in the comments of our episodes that have been posted so far. I was telling you in the first episode about the executives not being kind to this show, shuffling it around, all that stuff. People in the comments have been shining some more light on that and explaining that there was a change in the executive leadership at Fox when this show went into when this show had already been put into production but before it began to air. And the new regime, which is apparently common at TV networks, were scrapping and sabotaging as much of the old regime's stuff as they could to make room for the stuff that they wanted to do instead.
Yes, that's stupid.
A new executive didn't like sci-fi and didn't want this show to be on, didn't like the concept of it, and so purposely sabotaged it. Like, they told Joss Whedon the pilot was not sufficient and gave him a weekend to make a new pilot, thinking he'll fail at that and then we can just cancel his show.
Yeah.
But he created the train job in a weekend and gave it to them.
Oh my god.
And so...
and he's like, so we're good, right? And they're like, damn it.
They did everything they could to kill it on purpose, rather than just like being unkind and shuffling it around. It wasn't negligence, it was active malice, I guess.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
So that makes it all the more sad that it was. And people have also said that the movie was not always intended to be like a wrap-up. It was also intended to sort of serve as a like rallying cry of, hey, let's get some energy behind this one more time, but it didn't work, so... Yeah, but
oh my god, that's
just terrible. Some more background for Firefly. Some sadness that it's gone, but it's not gone for you yet. It's still here.
Nope.
And we're only starting, right?
Yes. Super stoked on it.
All right.
Check us out on our Patreon if you want to. You can get full-length reactions over there if you want. There's a link below for that.
And they're ahead of the YouTube versions.
Yep. And polls and stuff. And like and subscribe if you feel like it. If you like it, hit that like button, please.
Yes. Firefly.
Firefly.
How's your sister?
She has her days. And she still won't talk about what it was that they did to her at the academy.
Perhaps she's not sure herself.
She doesn't say much at all.
Say, Doc, why don't you come on down? Fight for our side. Nora won't mind.
Kaylee's not afraid to shoot her shot, you know?
Totally.
Especially when you're living in close quarters with a group of 9 people, like you want to be careful about that, but she doesn't mind.
It's also just like, you know, it's a new person. It's gotta be weird.
The person on the windshield, you mean?
No, I meant the doctor, but that was weird too.
Get you close enough to ring the doorbell. What is it?
Uh-oh. Say what you're thinking. What did she say?
Ghosts.
Ghosts.
A short-range vessel this far out into space?
Retrofitted to carry passengers.
Few modifications, and they serve well enough for a one-way push to the outer planets.
Settlers. I figured that fellow we run into did everyone on board. Killed him. Then he decided to take a swim, see how fast his blood would boil out his ears.
You're a very
That's, yeah, morbid, dude.
Why ain't they beaming no distress call?
It's true. There's no beacon.
Which means it's likely no one's looking to find her.
All the more reason for us to do the right thing.
How's about you just say a prayer when we slide on by?
It's like a video game scene, different characters telling you to make different choices.
Right, yeah.
No one's gonna mind if we take a look around, see if there's not something of value they might have left behind.
Yeah, no, someone could be hurt.
Right. I'm a little surprised that no one thought about that. It's like, well, what if there's something good on it?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
It was
just like
hold still tentacles,
oh,
you know.
That's cool.
Something wrong?
Well, I suppose it's just the thought of a little mylar and glass being the only thing separating a person from nothing.
Yeah. I'm not into it.
That's what space trash does, you know, kind of latches on the first big something, stops long enough. Hey, now, that'd be a bit like you and your sister.
Damn. It's just such an asshole, man. You know, lots of times characters like that, they try to give them like a heart of gold thing, like attached to all the asshole, but I'm just not getting that vibe from him. He just seems like, yeah, not nice.
They're pirates.
Emergency power's up.
Just when this show turns into Dead Space.
It's a classic sci-fi plot. Derelict
Yeah.
ship.
Yep.
Whatever happened here?
Wow.
Quick.
Ship power down on town. No sign of a struggle.
Weird.
Maybe it's the proto-molecule.
Gotta hope not.
Bad dreams again?
I can't sleep. There's too much screaming.
There is no screaming.
Does she hear dead people?
Grab your med kit, let's hoof it. Mal wants us both over there on the double.
I'll ask Inara to look in on River.
Whatever, I ain't waiting. I'll meet you over there.
Damn, dude.
Forever. Still gotta get suited up.
Yeah, no. I'm good. Of the lights inside the helmet so you can see their faces. Mm-hmm. It's just gotta be blinding the actors.
Hi. What are you doing here and what's with the suit?
Oh my god, dude.
You're hilarious. Sadist.
All right, enough.
Wow, that's not.
Yeah,
that's
no,
pretty funny.
It is, but
That's a good-natured prank.
that's
Be quick about this, people. All right.
I'd be upset if I was him too.
Be greedy.
Of course.
Where are all the? You two start in the engine room, Jane. You take the galley.
You, had this on wrong.
So
Oh,
if he'd needed
God,
it,
yeah.
he'd be dead.
You hungry, sweetie?
What?
Yeah, she probably should be supervised.
Yeah, at all times, you'd
Aren't you
think.
the least bit curious?
So, that food?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
This is a very foreboding ship in general. I mean, even if the lights were on, it would be.
Well, no.
The design is not welcoming.
It's true. Kind of reminds me of the Nebuchadnezzar
Oh, yeah.
in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Gen seed, protein, crop supplements. Everything a growing family needs to make a fresh start on a new world.
Hard subsidies for 14 plus families.
Probably pretty valuable then.
Yeah.
Forget the rest. We just take this stuff. Gonna need a hand hauling it out of here.
Why can't they just take everything?
Because you have limited weight
Yeah.
capacity, maybe.
It's true.
Sir,
This is the best value by weight.
Nobody.
Oh.
my God.
Jen, not me.
Reavers? Shit.
What the chick shot down is going on in there?
Not now, dear.
How are you supposed to answer that?
Yeah.
What'd you see?
Came at me from behind. Big though. Strong.
No. No, no.
Using now. No mercy. No, we got lots of mercy. We got lots and lots
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess.
Lucky you knocked him out instead of him just going, ah!
Oh, yes. He's a real beast. It's a wonder you're still alive.
Yeah, I was thinking that when he snuck up on him, seemed like a little guy.
Yeah.
Open up. See what's inside.
He does seem a little unhinged, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I just don't think he could get all those people up to where they were. All those bodies up there.
It's too big of a project for one guy.
Yes.
The ship was hit by Reavers.
Reavers? Whatever horror he witnessed, whatever acts of barbarism, it was done by men. Nothing more.
Reavers ain't men.
Of course they are.
Well, technically,
Removed
but...
from civilization, perhaps. But men. And I believe there's a power greater than men. A power that heals.
Reavers might take issue.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I don't know. Doesn't sound like he's seen him before.
If it was Reavers, shouldn't we be gone?
Work ain't done. Still substantial money value sitting over there.
I love how legitimately scared he looks.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Not if Reavers miss.
The situation he doesn't want to be anywhere near.
Yeah.
Maybe see what I can do about putting those folks to rest.
These folks already resting pretty good, Shepard. Reaver saw to that.
How we treat our dead is part of what makes us different than those did the slaughtering.
Fair point.
That is true.
Jane, you'll help the doctor and Shepard Book cut down those people, then you'll load up the cargo.
I don't believe this.
Either nothing is sacred or some things are sacred, you know? And you have to be on one of those sides, yeah.
The Donner Party got stuck where they did because they took extra time giving a proper burial to somebody who died.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, dude.
They also ignored a lot of advice.
They sure did.
It's a real burden being right so often.
What is that?
Booby trap. Reavers sometimes leave them for the
Oh, it was a booby trap.
Oh.
And when we detach?
It blows.
Okay, so we don't detach. We just, I don't know, sit tight until...
What, Reavers come back?
Yeah.
Looks like they've jerry-rigged it.
You tell me right now, little Kaylee, you really think you can do this?
I think so. Besides, if I mess up, it's not like you'll be able to yell at me.
It's not reassuring. You keep that part to yourself. Oof. Yeah, I think that guy's long gone.
She did it. Good job,
Nice.
Kaylee.
No, don't you say that. It's Reavers.
Damn it.
Storm, Reavers, come back.
That stuff stored.
Like it's gonna matter.
Just do it!
We're gonna operate as though it will matter.
Yeah.
Firefly class transport, you are ordered to release control of your helm.
Oh.
And be boarded.
Damn. It's just like, it's a skyscraper in space.
Right. It's not Reavers,
Yeah.
but it's not good either.
It's like civilization finally caught up with us.
Old West reference.
I guess so, yeah.
An alert issued on an unidentified Firefly class believed to be carrying 2 fugitives, a brother and sister.
What are they wanted for?
It's not available.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not about to have any surprises on a routine check. We run into these two, we shoot first. Brass can sort it out later.
That's not good either.
Yeah, that's a fun attitude, right?
We've got to run.
Can't run, they're pulling us in.
If they find us, they'll send River back to that place.
Yeah, Mal knows that, Simon.
Stack everything right here, plain sight. We don't want it to seem like we got anything to hide. Might give them Alliance boys the wrong impression. Now go run fetch your sister.
Why? You gonna put her in plain sight too?
Don't get tetchy. Just do as I say.
Is that why you let us stay? So you could use us as bargaining chips?
Knew there was a reason.
They're not taking her. We're not giving her to them.
Do as the man says.
They're gonna put her in the hidey place. But then she has to stay quiet. Oh no.
Yeah, that does seem
take
tricky.
instruction very well, seemingly.
Is this your vessel?
It is. Bought and paid for. I'm Captain Malcolm Reynolds.
And is this everyone, Captain?
By way of crew it is. Though in our infirmary you're gonna find a fellow we rescued off that derelict.
And these items, I Take it you rescued them as well.
Well, yeah.
They're just sitting there. Uh-oh.
A brother and sister. When I search this vessel, I won't find them, will I?
No children on this boat.
I didn't say children. Siblings.
Yeah.
Adult.
It was clever of Malvo to misunderstand.
We will continue this conversation in a more official capacity. I want every inch of this junker talk.
Oh my god.
Junker?
Yeah.
But Captain, did you hear what that purple belly called Serenity?
Shut up!
It's so offended.
It's a curiosity, a woman of stature such as yourself falling in with these types.
Not in the least.
This is a good use of law enforcement time, right?
Yeah.
Business arrangement. I rent the shuttle from Captain Reynolds.
It's our taxes at work.
You fought with Captain Reynolds in the war.
Fought with a lot of people in the war.
And your husband.
Fight with him sometimes too. We're very private people.
The legs. Oh, yeah, I definitely have to say that. Put that down. Her legs, and right where her legs meet her back. That whole area. That and above it.
Wash is so lovable. Jane is the only smart one in that situation. Don't talk to the police.
They were last seen on Persephone.
Persephone's a big place.
Yes, it is, and that Firefly isn't. And if anyone's hiding anywhere on it, you will find them.
In any case, the whole ship is going to be torn apart.
They're being remarkably,
Yes,
careful with how they're not rummaging through everything.
I have had a friend's house tossed by the police before, and it destroyed everything that they owned, practically.
Yeah. That'd be so scary.
Yes. Oh my god.
But it's clever. How long do you have to hide out there?
Right. I mean, I guess oxygen dependent.
But you have to bring enough oxygen to know how long you have to be out there.
So, I figure by now you've been over to the derelict. Seen for yourself.
Yes. Terrible thing.
Seems really broke up about it.
Just fire the whole grime thing from space. Be done with it.
That ship is evidence. I'm not in the habit of destroying evidence. I noticed your ship's called Serenity. You were stationed on Hera at the end of the war. Battle of Serenity Valley took place there, if I recall.
You know, I believe you might be right.
Independence suffered. Seems odd you name your ship after a battle you're on the wrong side of.
May have been the losing side. Still not convinced it was the wrong one.
Oh god, just... Dude.
He's not gonna let the war go.
No, he's not.
You're still fighting the same battle, Sergeant. Only those weren't soldiers you murdered. They were civilians, families, citizens loyal to the Alliance trying to make a new life for themselves, and you just can't stand that, can you?
So we attacked that ship, then brought the only living survivor to our infirmary. Is that what we did?
I'd ask him. Only I'm not sure he'll be able to speak with his tongue split down the middle.
I should have known.
You and your crew are bound by law. Formal charges will be transmitted to Central Authority.
Commander, I'm not what you need.
He split his own tongue down the middle.
Yeah.
Oh. This is painting a different picture of the Reavers than I had initially thought.
That is what I said.
They're capable killers.
A man comes up against that kind of will, the only way to deal with it, I suspect, is to become it. He's following the only... First he'll try to make himself look like one. Cut on himself, desecrate his flesh, and then he'll start acting like one.
So it's contagious almost.
Yeah.
Let's go again.
Later.
Huh.
Coming back.
Yes. Yes, of course he is. They all are.
Your ship and its contents will be auctioned.
Ooh.
The proceeds of the sale will be applied.
She needs to learn how to articulate herself better.
Yeah, communicate,
Yeah.
River.
Wait, no.
River, it's okay.
Wait.
They've gone.
Listen to her.
We let him go first.
Right. So want to
This guy's just so thoroughly unlikable.
Yeah. Especially he thinks he's a big man, huh? Oh my god. The evil things in Hellraiser?
The Cenobites.
The Cenobites, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're letting them go.
All right. Well, it's been nice knowing you.
There we go. Blow it up from far away, like he said.
Huh.
There we go.
So that's one early, like, in his transformation Reaver guy.
Yes.
Very scary.
Seems to
and
be.
Capable. And premeditated in some capacity in terms of
yeah.
planning.
It's not. They're not just like 28 Days Later zombies.
Right.
They're
That's
like in a fervor of rage. That's what you were picturing initially. Yeah, I mean, they couldn't fly spaceships if they were doing that.
Well,
like they got to be capable enough to operate technology and stuff like that. And
could be somewhere in the middle, though. Of like they can still. They're still people. They're not zombies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like they wake up in the morning and do personal grooming stuff. They have to in some capacity, right?
But there's a level of, I don't know. Like I guess I pictured them maybe being a little bit more impulse based. I guess they're planting traps and stuff on there, but there's like I was picturing it more like a roving band of evil, kind of inhuman creatures, unless it's a culture.
I guess so, yeah, pretty much, yeah. But Mal was saying that guy witnessed it for long enough that it overtook his mind as well. So that's not a trait of a normal culture either. It's like a fervor that you can be dragged into against your will. It's not like somebody sees the Reavers and is like, I think that's the lifestyle I would like to lead. Right. It seems like it just overwhelmed that guy.
So is that how they make more Reavers? Are they reproducing? Or is it kind of like a virus? Is it like... Because it seemed very specific that he saw them do a bunch of horrible stuff, so then he became one of them. And it seems... That's not necessarily historically what I understand to happen if somebody sees people do a bunch of horrible stuff. But I
don't know, haven't you ever watched Dexter?
No, I haven't.
Well, never mind then. But also keep in mind that the first mention of Reavers that you saw was from the original pilot, which then wasn't broadcast. So this was the second episode broadcast, and the train job, last week's episode, didn't have any Reaver stuff in it. So this was also their way of introducing this concept in the world by doing this now. This was they covered Reavers here when they hadn't got to it in the second version of the pilot.
It's so weird to think that the first episode that we watched, it was just never aired.
It was the last one that was broadcast.
Oh, it was the last one, okay.
So it was the 11th episode broadcast. There were 14 made, and 3 of them were never broadcast, and they were never seen until they came out on DVD.
That is so weird, man.
Yeah. It's very weird, but yeah, they did a 2-hour special of airing the original pilot to announce that the show was canceled or something. Really just lame.
It's very bad.
And replaced by the wonderful show Fastlane, which was, I think, also canceled before the end of the season. So
interesting.
That's great. Yes, just good stuff.
What's the name of the fascist government in this world?
The Alliance.
The Alliance, okay. They're just so... It's very Empire from Star Wars. That's all the same sort of standard Nazi adjacent kind of structures in it, and
I don't see them as quite as evil as the Empire from Star Wars is. They seem more like just benignly, it's just like stuffy bureaucrats. They're not quite evil, but they're really stuck up, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
They definitely do things that could constitute evil in terms of the consequences of the, sweeping, controlling actions they take.
Right.
But I don't know. We're not pro-alliance. We don't like them, but I also feel like they're not like...
You're right. The Empire
run by
is,
an
like,
evil energy. Yeah.
they're just the government.
Right, exactly.
And I guess our protagonists are outlaws, so naturally they're presented in a way that makes you go like, I really don't like you guys one bit.
Right.
But they must serve some kind of, I feel like, maybe differently from the Empire and Star Wars, on the inner planets, I suppose they like serve as law enforcement. There's some sort of like actual function besides just collecting taxes and like shutting down pirates.
Without spoiling it, I will tell you will see Inner Planets territory before the end of the series.
Okay.
So you'll get to see what the Alliance's full influence is like, and they're just not able to effectively govern in the outer reaches of the solar system. It's too far away, They're trying to spread everywhere, but it's spread pretty thin, so...
It's understandable.
Yeah.
And I like that their ships just look like big office buildings, basically. It's kind of a fun design.
Just very boring, not appealing or cool in any way.
I always wonder though when I see ships like that, it's like how do they build them? I suppose they build them in space.
Oh, right? You would have to. Giant structures like that, you're not going to build it on a planet and launch it into space.
Yeah, you don't launch that. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. I always remember this being one that is like... I feel like this episode is largely here to introduce the concept of the Reavers to the viewers for the second time, and so it's one of my... if I rank my Firefly episodes, this is probably on the lower end of the list for me. It's not that I dislike it, there's nothing about this episode that bothers me or like rubs me the wrong way or anything, but it's just not got as much going on as some of the other ones do, in my opinion. So, in full disclosure, this is one of my less favorite ones, but I love every episode of this show.
Would this kind of also be the first time that we would see up close the Alliance's like bureaucratic aspects? I've seen a
little bit of them before, how they didn't care about that medicine theft in the train job, they were like, our soldiers have better things to do, send them on their way. And so, there's little sprinkles of that all throughout, of the Alliance is around, but useless.
Right.
Never doing anything but making everybody's lives more difficult.
Yeah, but you're right, it doesn't seem like this advanced the plot. We didn't learn anything new that's going to change the trajectory of what is happening, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No one was captured and then not let go by the Alliance, like no one was fundamentally injured or like...
Right. Well, and there won't be, that's not going to happen every episode either. It's episodic TV, so they're going to be self-contained stories. But yeah, this one just didn't have, I guess, that many exciting... there are various different locations throughout the course of this show as well, and this one just stayed on a few spaceships in a nowhere spot in space, so that's less exciting as well, I guess.
I do always appreciate creepy derelict ship time.
It's true, yeah.
I like that.
That set was reminding me a lot of Red Dwarf. I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but they do a lot of exploring derelict ships on Red Dwarf, and they're always dingy and, like... industrial looking like that.
You know what, actually, I think you have showed me an episode of Red Dwarf, and that is a wacky show.
Yeah, it's very wacky. It's fun,
ridiculous
sci-fi comedy from England.
Yes.
But that about do it for this week's Firefly?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks for watching, everybody.
We love seeing all these new brown coats here. It's great to see you all.
Very
Welcome. Thanks for watching with us, and stick around for the whole Firefly journey.
I'm looking forward to it. And in the meantime, I'm Nate.
I'm Sean.
Catch up packets.
Pew.